Welcome everyone to the second week of our course, and I did enjoy the brief introductions that everyone provided, and I really like many of the song choices you selected. And if these songs are songs that actually describe who you are, I have an idea that this is going to be an awesome class. It's also evident from the test results provided, which are excellent as compared to other courses as well. So let's continue this. For this week, take a look at the syllabus as well as the weekly module so you're aware of all the expectations for the week. There are several assignments and things will only get more challenging, so be sure that you're proactive in your work. Continue your readings. It's chapters 3 through 5 this week, and you also have your lab number 2 assignment due this week, and there is an audio podcast that briefly describes this assignment, so be sure that you listen to this. And an important thing to address is your writing. If you know that you are not a strong writer, be sure you seek some support to ensure that you are providing the best quality collegiate level writing. Always proofread, and it also helps to have someone else proofread your papers as well prior to submitting them, because oftentimes someone else can identify some errors that you may have overlooked. There are 2 threaded discussions to complete this week. The first is related to your lab number 2 assignment, and it is not required that you submit lab number 2 before completing the threaded discussions. As a matter of fact, you can submit any of the assignments at any time. There's no particular order for you to complete your assignments. Now let me make a quick note on threaded discussions. There is an assessment rubric for your threaded discussions posted in the assignments and rubrics guidelines section of our Moodle site. Be sure you take a look at this rubric, as all threaded discussions will be assessed using this. Focus on the exceeds criterion category. I'm looking for well thought, articulate, and in-depth responses. I want you to take some time and think about your responses before you actually post them. Don't simply post your very first brief general thoughts before you think about them. Take a look at the threaded discussion guiding questions as well. These are not meant to be answered in a simple Q&A format. Rather, these are used to really just guide you in your thinking when you're responding. And this goes for all of your threaded discussions and posts. For the lab number 2 threaded discussion, you must provide your initial response by Tuesday of this week, and this prevents you from waiting until the last moment, which will also force your classmates to wait for you to post something before you respond. And after you post your initial response, your responses to classmates are due by Thursday, and you must respond to at least 2 of your classmates. And your responses to your classmates should be just as thoughtful as your initial response. And these are designed to mimic the in-class discussion. So as you respond to your classmates' post, not only should you take into consideration the issues of netiquette that I've posted for you in the syllabus, but you should also provide a thoughtful question at the end of your response to ask for clarification on concepts and to continue the discussion. Your second threaded discussion is based on viewing the video, The Bridge. Now, some of you may have seen this already, but take a look again at the entire video. I've posted a link for you to YouTube so you can access that. And after you view the entire video, provide your thoughtful reflection in the Bridge discussion forum. And once again, your reflection to this video should be just as thoughtful and in-depth as any other responses that you have. This is an assignment, not simply just a response in a discussion forum. And your reflection to the video should be a minimum of 350 words. And you may want to write out your response in maybe a Microsoft Word document before you actually post it to the threaded discussion forum. That way you can check it for spelling and grammatical errors, as well as check the word count. Again, after your initial response, you must respond to 2 of your classmates' responses to this as well. And lastly, you have your test number 2, which covers chapters 3 through 5. And as you'll see throughout this course, each week I will have the PowerPoints for the chapters posted. This way it will help you study and prepare for any test, as well as give you any clarification on other topics and concepts covered. If you have any questions on any of this material, please feel free to contact me, or you can post your questions in the general Q&A forum. Take care for now, and I will see you online.